Every day, people are bombarded by various forms of stress, from endless traffic jams, demanding bosses, and just the pressures of keeping ourselves financially afloat. Many people are exhausted mentally and physically by the day's end. Barb Schmidt is the author of The Practice, where she unveils her new life-changing toolkit that will help people manage stress, find inner peace, and uncover happiness with practical advice. Now, The Practice is a set of sensible tools that can actually be used throughout the day to guide us along life's path. She was at the Tattered Cover last night, and she joins us this morning before leaving our great city. Thank you for taking time for us.
Thank you.
What brought you to meditation?
Well, 30 years ago, this year actually, when I got out of my treatment center for bulimia, I learned how to meditate, and that 11th step of AA sought through, meditation and prayer to really deepen a conscious contact with that source and that great strength within.
And obviously it's blessed your life.
Oh, amazing, just amazing.
What prompted you to found The Practice?
Well, I have such a deep desire that all beings realize just how complete, how whole, how great, how magnificent they are. I mean, I didn't start out that way myself, but it is everything that we have within us that causes us to be exactly who we are. So I just have such a passion for people to realize that they already are magnificent and wonderful. They just need to spend some time with themselves.
Well, when you walk in, and not just saying this because of your dress, I mean, you are just sunshine. So obviously it's blessing you and it's working for you. What do you want people to remember of you and to think of you when they think of Barb Schmidt?
Oh, wow. I would say I would love for people to know that I cared and loved deeply, and that really I gave it everything that I could give it in this lifetime. I feel so strong and so passionate, and I really want people to feel whole and complete and powerful, so that I did everything that I could and left it well.
I cannot wait to take home this book and to read it. My mom has always told me just a few minutes a day to meditate, and it will help you so much. Talk about the influential people you've met in your life.
Oh my gosh, I've been so blessed, starting with the Dalai Lama, His Holiness the Dalai Lama, Andrew Weil, Jane Goodall, Doris Kearns Goodwin, Chetsuma Tenzin Palmo. I mean, I can just go Thich Nhat Hanh.
Wow, oh my goodness.
When I said I went on a massive search after coming out of treatment, I didn't stop, and I haven't stopped 30 years later. They're very inspiring, and we can really be blessed, and we can feel safe and comfortable knowing that they're just like we are. They're nothing that they have done that we can't do ourselves. So I find it such a deep inspiration and really a blessing to be able to read about them, and then actually to be with them is really an added bonus.
You said you fought bulimia.
Yes.
And was that what pushed you to meditate for the very first time?
Yes.
I'm glad that you're bringing this message to the forefront, especially with it's so challenging for young teens and young women, and they see other people that are airbrushed and it's not real, or they're forced to look and feel a different way.
Oh, completely. I started last year through the Peace of Mind, Peaceful Life nonprofit, working with teens. And you are so right. Addiction and bulimia and anorexia and how we look and all this external stuff is really weighing heavy on the kids' lives today. The anxiety is huge.
So true. And we're talking about her book, The Practice, Simple Tools for Managing Stress, Finding Inner Peace, and Uncovering Happiness. What sets your book apart from others out there, self-help books?
Well, I'd like to think that I've taken all of these deep teachings, all of this knowing, and just put it into an easy to understand and really a guide for life. It's a framework. It's not a religion or anything strict or disciplined, but it is a practice of every day looking at these tools and kind of living your life by them, little by little.
What is your mission?
My mission is to change the world. The world right now can be very chaotic, can be very stressful. And, Carl Jung said it best. He said, those who look outside dream, those who look inside awaken. So I would love for all beings to awaken to this truth that they're complete, to look inside, to find wholeness, to find completeness, peace, love, and ultimately each one of us, one person at a time, will change the world. We will have peace and love in the world.
Spreading a positive message.
Yes.
What do you do in your free time?
I love to read. I love to be with family, friends, go to movies, and I love football.
You do like football? Please tell me you're a Bronco fan.
And go Broncos. I am a Broncos fan, yes. I love Colorado. I love the Broncos, but I am an avid football fan.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
My dad played football in college, so it's just been part of my life. And people say you're so peaceful and loving and calm, and when you talk about football. And I say, yes, it's so, I love the team aspect of it, but I also love the the feeling of any sport that helps you realize that when we all come together for one purpose,
it takes a team.
It takes a team.
Yeah, it certainly does.
We can accomplish that desire and goal.
What college did your dad play for?
Purdue.
Oh,
Purdue
my
University.
Gosh. Hey,
yes.
Pretty good
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
And let's talk about the stigma of meditation. And I think it's changed over the years, and it's okay to do. I've actually done it here on TV, tried it.
I love it.
And it is hard to do, to shut everything down. You have to train yourself.
You do. And I love it that meditation now is really the cool thing to do. Everyone's talking about it. And what I teach, though, it's by sitting every day. It's a practice. By sitting every day, not pushing the thoughts away and not engaging them, but just being. Okay. So it's really that thought of, you don't have to do anything, just be. Just sit there and let the thoughts come and go. And really what your pull will be to get up. Oh, I'm too busy. I got to get going. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. Nope, just sit and be. And I teach a lot for people because what happened for me was there is so much power in just allowing yourself to sit and not giving in to that urge to get up.
And what's the one simple thing you want someone to take away from your message today? Start with one simple thing.
The greatest simple thing is to stop, breathe, smile, and just be in the moment.
Is that how you meditate? So, I mean, when you try and shut everything off, sometimes it can be very challenging. So how do you meditate? You just shut your eyes and you think about what?
Beautiful question. First of all, meditation is not about stopping the thinking, because you can't stop thinking. The mind thinks, and thankfully so that it thinks. So really meditation is about sitting there and allowing the thoughts, allowing your being to just sit, but then allowing the thoughts just to come and go. So you focus on your breath, you focus on a phrase or a affirmation. I like to suggest the breath because you bring your mind back to the breath. So when the thought comes across, whoa, I've got to get going to work today, you just let that go and bring your attention back to the breath and bring your attention back to the breath. And if all you did for that 5 minutes was bring your attention back to the breath, the power of you being in control, you being in charge, you didn't give in to the message, oh, come on, get up and go.
Right.
Oh, we've got to go to the grocery store. You just sat and you just let things happen around you. And it's a great metaphor in life of being in the moment and letting things go.
And you can do amazing things when you let things just happen around you, believe it or not, when you're not controlling everything. It was an honor to meet you. Thank you for
Such
coming
an honor
on.
to be here. Thank you so much. Go Broncos, right?
Yeah, go Broncos. That's right.
Yes.
Barb Schmidt is a captivating speaker, and her passion and charisma have garnered her the devotion of worldwide fans who travel to be part of her inspiring movement for global peace throughout inner peace. For more information, please visit her website. You'll be so glad you did. BarbSchmidt.com. That's BarbSchmidt.com. Stay with us. We'll be right back.